Assalamualaikum everyone. Today with the new scholarship video, and today video is about MEXT scholarship for 2027. They just open embassy track scholarship, and later on they will also open a university track scholarship program. So stay with me in this video, and during this video I will guide you all of the things that what kind of benefit you will get in this scholarship program and who can apply. Almost these scholarships are open for bachelor, master and a PhD students, and those who are already graduated and those who are being a graduate in near in the next semester. You can apply in a hope certificate, and a good thing is that you don't need to pay any kind of application fee, and there is a no requirement of IELTS and other English proficiency letters. And further I will give you all of the pages which are mostly required. And in MXT scholarship for 2027 embassy scholarship program, here you each country have their own embassy where they have to find the scholarship, and also they mention all of the procedure that how you can submit your documentation. And in embassy track scholarship program, you don't need to open any application portal, and there is no online application system. This one is only a embassy recommendation system. You have to prepare your documentation and send toward the university, toward the embassy. So I will show you all of the documentation, that because they give all of the template that how you have to prepare your documentation. Like the first one I will show you, like a application form. You have to fill application form. So just this one is the main website like study in a Japan. Just click on this one and they will open up in a PDF format. Later on you have to just convert into a document in a doc file, and you can fill it online. And they mention almost both language like Japanese and English. You have to write up your name, your gender, your nationality information, your address and all of the things, because this form also you have to submit it toward toward the embassy. Because they will look at all of the document carefully. If there is any missing document, your application will be neglected and denied, and you will not be informed that you have that missing documentation. After that, have you awarded a Japanese MXC scholarship in the past? You have to mention all of the things which they require. Like name of institution, and name of institution. That this part almost the option number three is if you marked a program above. Do you have at least 3 years of education at work experience following the end of the payment of the previous scholarship program? And there is academic record. And here they mention like you have to mention all of the study background, like a primary education, lower secondary education, upper secondary education, tertiary education. And now the primary, lower secondary and upper secondary education, these are basically 8th grade, 9th or 10th grade, and intermediate like FSC, FA, like or levels. And a tertiary grade, tertiary basically considered in the university education, which where you get a undergraduate degree program. And tertiary higher is mean that where you will get a master degree program, and tertiary higher education where you get a PhD degree program. So I already mentioned that a bachelor, master and PhD students all can apply in this, and there is a no postdoc, there is no teaching assistant application are eligible in this embassy track program. So if you look at here in this section, so I will little bit zoom it out so you can see it easily. You can see that they are mentioned about a bachelor level, master level, doctoral level, master level and doctoral level. So they already mentioned who can apply on this program. Here you have to mention about your remarks. Okay, after filling all of these steps, there almost they have 6 pages to complete all of the information. If you look at all at page 5 and page 6, they are asking about the motivation, like a motivation letter, that why you wanna come to Japan and why you are interested in this scholarship program. And here they mention about language ability. You have to mention if you know Japanese, you have to write it about it, and otherwise skip it. And English section, and this form is editable. You can just click on this section and you can write anything here. So don't need to convert this file into a doc doc and then add the file. It's a PDF editable version. You can easily do it. After editing all of the information, you have to just save it and submit toward the embassy. Okay, this one is the first form which you have to fill. And the next one is, if you are this, the second option is basically for the Japanese student. The next one is placement preference application form. Just click on this one and open in a new page, and they will show us a little bit more information. Later on I will also show you the all of the countries and their embassy name and where they are located. So that's why you have to be watch full video. 2027 placement preference application form for Japanese government scholarship program. You have to write up your name, nationality, and field of study in Japan. Detail field of study in Japan, and further thing, your first choice, your second choice. This form is also a same. You have just click on this one. You have three chances to choose university. The like first one, first choice, second choice, and third choice. And also you can choose different program, but it should be relevant to your studies. And name of the academic advisor, if you have it, you can mention this one. Do not fill in the name of any university you have already been rejected. And they mention that because if you already applied in the universities and they reject you, if further you submit your MEXT scholarship application toward a university, they again reject you. So that's why they mention that don't add those universities, those who already reject this one. And after completing all of this form, just save this option. The next one is field of study and research plan. Why they give all of the template? Because better is that you have to prepare your documentation according to their requirement. Otherwise, they will reject your application and you will not be eligible to apply again. Now this one is field of study and research. You have to write up name, your nationality, past and present field of study, and point two is research theme and plan in a Japan. The research theme is mean that you have to mention the research title. It is and what will be the plan that, for example, if there is almost 3 year or 6 semester, you have to mention that in each semester what you will be done and how you will be conclude all of the things in the end of the semester. And the next option is a current certificate of health. Of health. And the next one is a recommendation letter samples. First certificate of health, you can just, this one you cannot edit as a PDF file. So what you have to do, just download this form, or you can just fill it online, like the first one. You can write your name here, and then after that the doctor and the office institution, they will write up their name and stamp it that you don't have any kind of disease. You can just, they mention all of the like tuberculosis, malaria, epilepsy, kidney disease, and heart diseases. You have to do all of the test here, and then file all of the tests in the file and submit toward the embassy. And the next one is a recommendation letter. They also provide a recommendation letter sample. You have to just download this one, fill it online in a PDF editable form, and then just save it. After that, you have to submit toward your embassy track. Okay, well, leave this one, and now we will move toward that. Who list of website of Japanese embassies consulate journal. Just click on this one, and they will open up a new page where they mention all of the embassies name and their locations. Like for example, if you talk about Bangladesh, Bhutan, Brunei, Cambodia, China almost have seven, and Australia, Canada, United States of America, and India almost have five consulate. One is embassy of Japan, and further four they have a consulate, like in Bangalore, Chennai, Kolkata, Indonesia, Republic of and if we talk about Pakistan have a embassy of Japan and the second consulate general in Karachi. So you can choose both of them to submit your application. It depends on you. And further, they have other countries track, United States of America, Canada, and Australia. You can find all of the things on this website. What you have to do, just click on this one. For example, if I choose one of the further, they have a lot of information on the website according to the university and their consulate and their embassies. If you choose because as a Pakistani, so I will choose a Pakistan here, like embassy of Japan. Just click on this one, and they will open up a new page where all of the information is already present, like they mention embassy of Japan in Pakistan. And here they mention all of the information about the MEXT scholarship program, like government of Japan award MEXT research scholarship 2026 to Pakistani students. Okay, and one other thing, if you didn't find such kind of information, just simple on a Google, you have to write up the name like MEXT scholarship, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Saudi Arabia, and they will open up the most of two or three links. You have to just click on the first one because it's a relevant to word same one. And here they mention about the required documentation. You can see that Japanese government MEXC research scholarship program and research scholarship program. This research scholarship program is open for master and PhD, also for a bachelor degree program. Because when we talk about the research, it's only restricted toward a master and a PhD degrees. So the following documents should be submitted before the deadline: mark sheet, yes, means your transcript, your application form. I already show you the application form, or you can also download the application form just clicking on this one. Research plan and attested copy of degree, hope certificate, and transcript from the last universities attended. For example, if you are in the last semester, like eighth semester, and you will get a degree in August and September, still you can apply on the basis of a hope letter. Attested copy of certificate, graduation of degree certificate, recommendation letters, abstract of thesis, and recommendation letter from the present employer. If applicable, one it should be original. Next one is submitted document will not be returned. So better is that your document should be attested from the HEC. It means that your higher education, you have to make a copy. One copy should be original attested, because they mentioned that original one copy with the original attestation. Further, you can make a copy and then submit toward toward embassy. Like applicant who wish to appear for a test and interview in Islamabad, if shortlisted, should send application at the following address. I already show you that on the website where they mention about the consulate or embassies. You can just, if you choose embassy, then you have to write up the right address of embassy. If you choose the consulate, then you have to write up the consulate address. For example, if we talk about the Pakistan, they mention about if you choose the about Islamabad, so you have to write up this address here. And if you choose Karachi, Balochistan, Quetta, then you have to write up this one. Then those students who choose a consulate, they will move toward a Karachi for interview if they are shortlisted. If you choose because for Islamabad is a capital, so they therefore there is a main embassy is there. Then you have to move toward Islamabad for interview if you're selected in this scholarship program. So this one is a little bit not tricky, just simple. I already show you all of the documentation and how you can fill this one. It's easy. You don't need to prepare any kind of print any kind of documents. Just download it, fill it online, and then save it, and just make a copy and attestation copies of your documentation, and submit all of the file, just writing this address and toward the embassy. And then you have to wait later on that you will be selected or you will be rejected. It depends on the luck and depends on your documentation, how a good document you prepare, and how good the makeup of your document you will make. Share this video with your friend, that all of the people who are eligible for this scholarship, they will accept it. And these are the total information about the documentation and detail of documentation. So I will give you a little information about that. If you successfully selected in this scholarship program, that what kind of scholarship you will get, because this thing is very important. So you can see that it's a Japanese government MEXT scholarship program. Just click on this one. These all information are present on this website, like study in Japan. You don't move to a lot of pages or lot of website to get the information. Just move down and they will give you other information. like embassy recommendation, yes, yes, and yes. Undergraduate, research student. And because university recommendation I think is not open yet, that's why I'm not just talking about the university recommendation. Today video is just about the embassy recommendation. And the duration they mentioned it, one preliminary training of Japanese, a field of study you can choose, and scholarship. That scholarship monthly you will get almost 143,000 to 145,000 per month, and your tuition fee is totally waived, exempted, and they will give you a round trip is mean that one in and one off travel allowance. And further if they have, these are the little information on this one. Not all universities their own recommendation quota. Recommendation from a official overseas recommendation organization. And now we talk about the accommodation. Because in Japan they will offer you insurance is subsidized insurance is certain. And accommodation, it depends on the university. If university have accommodation, they will give you. Because in the last video, in some of my video I just mentioned, there are some universities have dormitory in their campus and some don't have. If the university have dormitory, they will sure provide you a dormitory, and maybe they will charge you a little bit. So this one is a amazing scholarship and good scholarship for all of the students from bachelor toward a PhD. So don't skip this scholarship, just apply on it. Just submit your document toward your embassy track. I already showed you all of the things, and I will attach all of the links like this study in Japan, and a website of a consulate and a embassy in the video description of YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. You can just take these website link and just follow the video and submit your application. And remember me in your prayer. Until the next video, Allah Hafiz.